Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Carolina Panthers. A happy Christmas Eve to all. What a good one we have in store as we are underway here in Week 16. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
They go bootleg. Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. You look at this Carolina defense. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll see.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Panthers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same
Packer pressured, and down he goes. Kenny Clark in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They go play action. Young. Under pressure, they got him again. Kenny Clark, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Well, someone came to play today.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We heard about it all week, didn't we? Especially when we visited practice. He thought he had a good matchup in front of him, and he's taking full advantage right now.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for dealing out some of the throws that
absolutely takes 2 to tango. 21 yards there. Big play on 4th down. Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Young will set to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown, Panthers. Amon-Ra St. Brown, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Nixon now from his end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Isabella now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The partner is a former defensive back. I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
You know, Charles, you think about this offense, and it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe could use some time sharing, some time on the bench, just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season?
I'm telling you, you don't ask the easy stuff, do you? I mean, you created a heck of a situation there, and actually you didn't create it. You presented it, and you're exactly right. It is tricky because your eye has to be on the ultimate prize, which is the Super Bowl. That's paramount. But at the same time, how much fun would it be to go down as one of the all-time great teams and join the 1972 Dolphins as the only undefeated team to win a Super Bowl?
And Young's throw there incomplete. You look at this Packers defense. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Here is Young. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal. From the right hash, and they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Piñeiro now to have the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Nixon now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Love. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Chase Young in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Here's 3rd and quite a ways. Love. And that will be incomplete. Scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's fielded at the 45. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10.
Go, take it to the house. Ready.
Young now from the 50. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Rashawn Gary in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. The play fake. Now Young. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, One more good rep, and they get off the field.
The Panthers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Young to throw it. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says it.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Love from the gun. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Love going to give this one to Jones. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to 16. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
On 3rd down, Love. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Following the field goal on is Riley Dixon to kick this one away.
Isabella now from his end zone.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during this series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Come on, set. Shot, 17. Ready?
Now here's Young. Sanders has it over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Good strong catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And tough going there as he'll only get out to about the 31.
It was DJ Johnson on the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Open man, there's Darnell Washington. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down. Now Young. Over the middle, complete. It's Sanders. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
From the 33, here's 2nd and a yard.
Young off the play fake. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
From the red zone now, Young. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Sanders. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 10 more there and another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Young working out of the gun. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Following the interception, Love.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
Play fake. Here's Love. Out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down.
A loss of 6 brings up 2nd and 16.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Panthers 21, Packers 10.
Six on the floor, fellas. Just get it in the pocket. Come on, be patient.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Isabella now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. Now Young. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That's pulled in at the 32. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
37-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Love now. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't ready up today, partner, because they've faced big turnovers already. It's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
What you get paid for?
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a toughest spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take advantage of this game yourself.
62 yards rushing for him and just 6 carries to this point. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 sets, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you take a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Throwing, Young.
That swung out wide to Sanders.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll roll in the first down.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Washington. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 14. A gain there of 21 yards.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Young to throw it. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard.
They'll throw again. Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
T. Higgins.
5-yard touchdown.
And the Panthers are able to extend their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Nixon now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Throwing. Love.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 44 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To throw now. Here's Love. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Jones will score. Touchdown, Packers.
Sometimes offensive can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, We get a seal here, and we get a seal here. And we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon.
This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
I paid for this. What is the deal?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. First down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
They go play action. Young slings this deep from the corner. That's caught inside the 20. They will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Young to throw it. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Washington. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Now a 2nd down throw for Young. This is caught. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Panthers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Shotgun snap and then to give to Sanders. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Nixon now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Here's Love. Eyes the crossing route and hits Watson. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, Packers.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Chase Young giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Love looking to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Dante Jackson picks it. Well, I saw the pressure coming out, and that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 78 yards on the ground now for Sanders. He's got a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal. At the Packers' 6-yard line.
Another run here with Sanders. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, Love.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Love from the gun. Got Dobbs over the middle. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
Ball red. Blue striker. Black shot.
3rd and 2. Love with it. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 52 yards. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. Isabella now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20.
83 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he totally forgot that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last sense, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing, but at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he powers his way up past the 30.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was a game where they were off and running in the 1st quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
Partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a